5 centuries ago, a special type of glassware was born in the northern valleys of the Vosges region. The production of crystal used to employ 5,000 people in these hills. The Lalique factory, which stands near the border with Alsace, is one of the world's best.
To have the right to be called crystal, it's absolutely essential to have at least 24% lead oxide. That's what gives it its shine, its thickness, and the ping sound that we all recognize in crystal glasses.
You need to be brave to face the raging heat, but it also takes time to get to grips with the production of crystal. It took this craftsman 15 years to master this step of the manufacturing process. In this workshop, there are 270 employees.
Hello.
Christian and Sylvie are brother and sister.
My father worked here for 44 years. I've been here for 34.
And me, 30.
She has to
Mark each floor. We say that you need the eyes of a fighter pilot.
And you have to check your brother's work?
That's right. But it's never caused any problems between us.
The slightest crack or blemish means the piece has to be reworked or reblown. The factory is famous for the high levels of excellence and perfection that René Lalique demanded when he created the company 100 years ago. 650 exceptional pieces are on display in this museum.
He designed items for some of the world's greats, like this service for the French president, the Seagull service, which was made for the British King and Queen's official visit to France in 1938.
Further west, another French town symbolizes crystal excellence. Baccarat and its 250-year-old factory.
I'm working on the base.
The design of this carafe dates from 1878. It's meticulously worked on by one of France's master glassmakers. One of the company's gilders will then spend 9 hours decorating it.
You have to get into each cavity with your brush, and they're so fine that you need to be really delicate. Once it's fired, this antique gold comes out yellow. There's a certain sense of prestige to be working with gold.
Out of the 600 members of staff at Baccarat, 16 have the title of Best Craftsman in France. It's a record in the luxury industry.
This one needs another 2.5 days of work to get the final result. This one here is finished, it's nice and smooth, whereas this one's still a bit rough.
A vase like this will set you back 9,500 euros.
The crystal is engraved on several levels to get a 3D effect.
Who's it for?
For the Japanese and the Japanese market.
Are they fond of this crystal?
Oh, they love it.
After the Second World War, the town's church was rebuilt, and Baccarat set itself the challenge of creating stained glass windows in 50 different colors.
I've been a sexton here for 25 years, and I always see the windows differently because of the way the sunlight plays with the crystal. Unlike glass, the crystal lets nearly all the light pass through it. It's the magic of crystal. These reflections are completely natural. They're produced from the little bit of light that's outside. The theme of the church is life and light, and these reflections allow the church to continually renew itself according to the exterior light and the sunshine.
The architect Nicolas Cazis incorporated 20,000 pieces of crystal into this imposing concrete structure, a task that took 18 months to complete.
It's cut to fit, and once all the pieces of crystal were positioned, they poured the concrete into the panel, and they paid great attention to detail. They even cut the toenails here. Many visitors like to touch the Baccarat crystal, which is shaped like one of their disciples.
We head now to Vannes-le-Châtel. In this town of 600 inhabitants stands one of the best glassware schools in France.
You have to do your geometry homework, that's for sure. So if you start from the square,
Now we're going to weld the two together. In their first year, they'll be producing pieces of this quality, which is already quite something.
More and more students want to forge a career in glassware, and the number of places has almost doubled in 2 years.
It's what I've wanted to do since I was little. There are more and more girls becoming glass blowers. It's difficult and you need to be strong, but I won't be discouraged.
These future glass workers are blowing winds of change into a sometimes neglected region, and they'll ensure that this 5-century-old craft has a sparkling future.